heart, hustle, baseball. The game lives here. This is Pioneer League. Watch on home.
Everybody, and happy 4th of July. Welcome to Glacier Bank Park for Pioneer League Baseball. My name is Scott Gladstone. So excited to have you along for the ride as today the Glacier Range Riders take on the RedPocket Mobiles in Game 2 of a 3-game series here at Glacier Bank Park. Should be a great matchup. The 8th time these two teams have met in the past 2 weeks. Glacier Range Riders getting the starting lineups finished being read out now, so we're going to take a quick break and come back and have plenty to talk about with our national anthem and everything else. We'll be right back for all the festivities.
Glacier Bank Park is just so beautiful. The absolutely stunning views, the facility that we have, we're just very fortunate.
This is a place where people can gather throughout the community. The location of the park itself is centrally located within the valley, and as such it keeps everybody coming from all the different municipalities throughout the valley, and really it's just a hub for the community to meet.
My favorite thing about coming to the ball field is seeing old friends, seeing the beautiful complex, and the staff, how friendly they are. They greet us with friendliness, and the seats are awesome.
We also get to connect with folks as far away as Boston that are here on vacation that actually want to come to a ballpark because I talk them into it because that's how special it is.
So we come to socialize. We love our group and we just have a really good time. Of course, we like watching the game too. And we like to win.
Numbness and tingling in the hand can make you lose your grip. Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer patient-specific care to help you regain control. Here's to getting a grip on life.
Welcome back in as we are just about to have our nation's colors presented and the national anthem. So I will send you down to the field to see the sights and sounds from the 4th of July ceremony here at Glacier Bank Park. We'll send it down to the field for our national anthem right now.
At this time, please rise if you are able and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
A rousing round of our nation's colors here on the 250th edition of Independence Day here in the Flathead Valley. We will take a quick break and come back with first pitch. Do not touch that dial.
This is Johns Manville, built on experience, guided by people who believe every detail matters. We manufacture commercial roofing systems with purpose, combining performance, protection, and long-term reliability. From the science behind our products to the trust earned on every job, we focus on what lasts and what comes next. Steady leadership, proven performance. Johns Manville Commercial Roofing Systems.
Welcome back in. Scott Gladstone with you. Let's go over the defensive alignment on this 4th of July for the Glacier Range Riders. Behind home plate, catching the balls and strikes from Cole Crescent, it's Donovan Ratfield. Over at third base, it'll be Carson Garner. Jacob Steele is the Range Riders shortstop. Tommy Rover at second base. Over at first base, it's the big Brock Vredenberg holding down the fort. In the outfield from left to right, Kyle Ashworth, JD McLaughlin, and Alex Fernandez, a speedy and talented trio to try to maintain the extra base potential from this dangerous RedPocket squad. Trying to simmer those bats down will be Cole Crescent, the Range Riders starting pitcher. Crescent, in his third start as a Range Rider, has only got an average of 4 innings pitched, and he's only matched up with the RedPocket Mobiles, a 6.75 ERA in 8 innings, 1-0 record. He has 7 strikeouts to 3 walks out of 6 earned runs. 7 runs in total. Has been stung a couple times by the long ball, specifically last Sunday, and he is suited with the unique and difficult challenge of facing off against a team for a third time. Of course, Cade Walker, the starting pitcher for the RedPocket Mobiles, will have to do the same thing in the bottom half of the inning as they started off the season series. Then they matched up again on Sunday, and then tonight will be a trio of Crescent versus Walker on the bump. The RedPocket Mobiles versus the Glacier Range Riders on the field. It is Braylon Bishop to lead off. Kaufman bats second. Harrison Dudley third. Chavez fourth. Johnson fourth. Chavez fifth. McKenzie sixth. The bottom 3 is Fred, Jackson, and Smith. Sold out crowd here at Glacier Bank Park. Braylon Bishop steps into the left-handed batter's box. Cole Crescent, the right-hander, into his windup and fires it home. A called strike. We are underway on Independence Day, 7:05 p.m., 80 degrees. It is perfect weather for baseball and USA's birthday. This one flared up foul. Count goes to 0-2. We had early gates opening. Fans got to watch batting practice for the Glacier Range Riders, then get their signatures from the Glacier squad if they arrived in that matinee portion. The 0-2 pitch in, fouled off. Count stays at 0-2. As that one is going to be in an awkward spot. Somebody's going to need to grab it. Elected official is Coronado out of the dugout for RedPocket, and he might give away the first souvenir. Yes. Into the mosh pit. 0-2 coming in once again from the right-hander Crescent. Misses, no, call the ball, and a challenge from the Range Riders right away. entire ball was in the strike zone. Braylon Bishop, he's fascinating to watch. Again, I don't know if he's seeing the ball different than how it's actually coming in, or if he is trying to throw off the umpire by, if he knows he's not going to swing, scoot out of the way, because that time it might have worked for home plate umpire Mike Blanchard, where he scooted out of the way and Blanchard did not realize that ball was entirely in the zone. A strikeout looking for out number 1 here in the top of the first inning, the 8th strikeout of the season for Kroll Crescent. Range Riders 1 for 1 on challenges. You don't want to burn one that early, as Donovan Ratfield pretty adamant that it was going to be correct. Mike Blanchard, our home plate umpire, Zach Dart over at first base. Michael Goebel, who had a great strike zone yesterday, is over at third. Fouled off by Spence Kaufman. Kaufman on the season, batting .306, 4 home runs, 23 RBIs. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the first inning. Couple changes and new faces in this RedPocket Mobiles. One of them is a returning face for Glacier. Swing and a miss. Crescent sends down Kaufman. 2 gone very quickly, both by way of the K. And now the dangerous Jordan Harrison Dudley stepping in. This man knows how to operate in front of a crowd. The Range Riders have allowed a fair amount of home runs to this heavy hitter. 14 home runs, 40 RBIs, leads the team in both categories, tied at the top with Justin Johnson in that home run column. First pitch, missing inside to Harrison Dudley at 92 miles per hour from Crescent. Crescent started this season with the Long Beach Coast. Fouled off. That was alongside Ricky Tibbett, who played in Long Beach, and the top ERA in the league, the Coast. Both decided they no longer needed the services of Crescent and Tibbett, and the Range Riders have embraced those 2 arms. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. Range Riders rarely have shut out this RedPocket Mobile squad in the first inning. In the 8 games played, this being the 8th game. See if they can do it for only the 2nd time. The 1-2, 2-out pitch into Jordan Harrison Dudley, flares it foul, and the count stays at 1-2. Want to thank you again for spending your Independence Day with us here. Hopefully, you guys are eating some good food, enjoying the sun wherever you may be watching from or listening. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the first inning. Hit high to left field. Backing up is Ashworth. He gets to the track and makes the grab for out number 3. It went just about as far as it could go without leaving the ballparks. Ashworth finishes off a 1-2-3 frame. We head to the bottom of the first. It is 0-0.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Welcome back. Scott Gladstone with you. Let's go over the defense real quick for the RedPocket Mobiles. It's Chavez behind the plate. Johnson over at third. Kaufman's the shortstop. Marquise Jackson plays second base. Jordan Harrison Dudley, a.k.a. JHD, is at first. The outfield from left to right is the newcomers. Smith in left, Bishop in center, and T.J. McKenzie out in right field. Our first look this year at Jonathan Smith in left, but in right field, T.J. McKenzie, he has been in the outfield already this season at Glacier Bank Park, but he was wearing a different uniform for the Oakland Ballers. First pitch delivered in by Cade Walker is a called strike, and the count goes to 0-1. Walker is a well-experienced member of this squad by this point. 26 1/3 innings. This is his 6th start, his 8th total appearance, a 7.52 ERA. Has that one called a strike at the upper part of the zone. 18 strikeouts in 26 1/3 innings. Opposing batters hitting just .288. He has the epitome of what a crafty lefty is. He's not going to blow it by you, but he can loop it in there and throw you off a little bit. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Bottom of the first inning. Low and away. Alex Fernandez, the leadoff batter for the Glacier Range Riders. The full lineup is Fernandez, Ashworth, Ratfield, Garner, Vradenberg, McLaughlin, Millen, Rover, and Steele. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Ball low and away. Of course, on Independence Day, a celebration of our nation, and it's fun to be able to come together and look at all the communities around this country that make up one of these baseball games. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Flared to shallow center field, where Braylon Bishop calls everybody off and makes the grab for out number 1. Leadoff batter for the Range Riders, Alex Fernandez, one of many Range Riders from the great state of California. San Marcos, California native, and up steps Kyle Ashworth, originally from Irvine, California. Starting pitcher on the other side, Cade Walker. He hails from Chicago, Illinois. Floats in there, called a strike, count goes to 0-1. Of course, Walker, like I mentioned with Crescent, his 3rd matchup versus the Glacier Range Riders this season. His last 2 starts, this being his 3rd now in a row against Glacier. Low and away, count goes to 1-1. You figure out, okay, being a starting pitcher is hard enough because you have to face guys multiple times per game when most relievers don't have to. Now you got to do it 3 times in a row. Not an easy task. That one splashes the zone at 85 miles per hour. Count goes to 1-2. Like I said, Kyle Ashworth from Irvine, California. If you don't know it, it is southern Los Angeles area, just south of Anaheim. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strike pitch, hit on the ground. Jackson can't get to it. It's the first hit of the day, first base runner of the day for either contest, and who else but Kyle Ashworth with an on-base percentage sitting at .527, gets aboard 16 swiped bags. As stepping in now is Donovan Ratfield, the catcher for the Range Riders, hailing from Sparks, Nevada, right in the Reno area. Range Rider catcher's got his family in town this week, like many Range Riders families that tried to come in during this month of July in a long homestand. Called strike into the first right-handed bat up at the plate for Glacier, Donovan Ratfield. 0-0 scoreline, bottom of the first inning. 0-1 count, 1 out. Ashworth is running, squaring a bunt, pulled it back and almost hit the foot of the Range Rider catcher and Donovan Ratfield. It's safe at second by Kyle Ashworth. These Range Riders 8 for 8 on stolen bases yesterday, and now they are 1 for 1 swiping bags today. Chavez has his work cut out for him behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, a base knock away from opening the scoring. Ball away on that one. Range Riders got a 9-4 victory last night. Out-hit the RedPocket Mobiles 13-7 in total. Scoring for Glacier came from Fernandez scoring on an error, Steele 2 RBI double, Ashworth an RBI ground out. As this one hit hard to second base where Jackson absorbs it and flicks to first. Out number 2 on the 104-mile-per-hour worm burner to second base. 4-3 in your scorebook. Ashworth moves to third as Carson Garner, the pride of Franklin, Tennessee, steps to the plate. Other scoring for Glacier, they got put ahead on a Donovan Ratfield RBI ground out. Jacob Steele had an RBI single. Fernandez an RBI triple. That was probably the most electric moment of the game. And RBI singles from Rover and Ratfield to round out a 9-4 victory over this RedPocket Mobile squad. First pitch in an RBI opportunity for Carson Garner, who struggled last night, but he's been playing really good in the last 11 games, which the Range Riders have won 10 out of their last 11. 1 ball, no strikes. Fouled up. First souvenir ball, first true souvenir. No. On the roof it goes. And somebody, maybe a late arrival into the parking lot, goes and grabs that one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning. It is a packed house here at Glacier Bank Park. The 1-1 pitch into Garner. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. 85-mile-per-hour fastball. Garner was still trying to catch up to. Range Riders right now, as we look at the standings, 5.5 games back of a top 2 spot with 8 games to go. Running out of time to make up that deficit. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Walker steps off. One-two pitch, 2 outs. Range Riders, despite the success yesterday, they only hit .278. With runners in scoring position, as Walker will be iced, essentially, on a kids playing in the rocks, and somebody let the ball go into, oh my goodness. TJ McKenzie just flicked it to the kid, and then it was not caught clean and knocked back into play. All right, let's keep the ball out of the field of play, please. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Pitch coming in to Garner from Cade Walker. Downstairs. 1 ball, or 2 balls and 2 strikes now. On base percentage for Carson Garner this year, .444, batting average at .287, 5 home runs. It's tied for second on the team with 5 home runs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Swing and a miss. Garner punched out on an 86-mile-per-hour fastball. We head to the second. It is 0-0.
When injuries occur, it can feel like your goals are out of reach. I'm Dr. Karen Purser, an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist at Logan Health. If you injure a joint, muscle, or bone, our orthopedics and sports medicine specialists are here to help. Our highly specialized surgeons, clinicians, and physical therapists offer innovative treatments and the latest minimally invasive procedures to help you recover and return to activity faster and stronger so that you can reach your goal.
Four, 5, and 6 due up in the second. Johnson, Chavez, and McKenzie. Johnson 14 home runs on the season, 331 batting average, 39 RBI, second on the team, just one behind Jordan Harrison Dudley. First pitch from Crescent, misses low and away. Count goes to 1-0. Cole Crescent, the pride of Mandeville, Louisiana. The zone there. Don't know where Mandeville there. Don't know where Mandeville, Louisiana is located. It is right on the other side of the big old bridge over Lake Pontchartrain. Fouled off. You might think, okay, it's just on the other side of a bridge from New Orleans. And that's without traffic, from what I'm seeing. It's like 30 miles long. And that's without traffic, from what I'm seeing. It's like 30 miles long. It's a long one. Called strike three. Johnson turned down by way of the K. One out here in the top of the second. Up steps Josiah Chavez. He's originally from Santa Paula, California. Santa Paula, California. You could maybe call it LA area, but it's really closer to Santa Barbara. As this one flared up over towards the left field, it did stay in play, but kind of just an awkward spot for Garner to try and make a play on. Count goes to 0-1. Santa Paula really close to Oxnard, if you know that, and Thousand Oaks. This one flared up. Nearly my first souvenir ball in the booth, but we stay without a foul ball in the Range Rider broadcast booth. The 0-2 pitch into Chavez. Hit on the ground. Playable for Tommy Rover. The 0-2 pitch into Chavez. Hit on the ground. Playable for Tommy Rover. Tommy fires to Brock for out number 2. Two gone as up steps TJ McKenzie. Like I said, McKenzie just traded from the Oakland Ballers, defending champs. He's got a PBL championship ring, which not a lot of guys can say. But this Oakland Ballers squad had to make a lot of difficult decisions over the course of the past couple weeks. They have not been playing good baseball, and one of them was trading McKenzie away. Another one dropping Davis Druick, who was a phenomenal player at the beginning of the season last year, but kind of trailed off near the end of the season and was unable to continue to fight for his spot on that roster. TJ McKenzie, originally from Loxahatchee, Florida. Skies this one to the clouds that are non-existent above the stadium right now, and the catch made by Fernandez in right field. It's another 3-up, 3-down inning, just 11 pitches thrown by Cole Crescent. We head to the bottom of the second. It's Vredenberg, McLaughlin, and Millen due up for the Range Riders.
In 1858, one man's ingenuity sparked a legacy. When Henry Ward Johns set out to rethink roofing, he built something that would last. That spirit carried forward in 1901 when Johns joined forces with Charles Manville, creating Johns Manville. For more than 160 years, through challenge and change, innovation and resilience have defined who we are. Today, backed by Berkshire Hathaway, Johns Manville is trusted in the commercial roofing industry with systems built to perform.
Brock Vredenberg leads us off here, bottom of the second inning, 0-0 scoreline. First pitch, ripped but foul. Count goes to 0-1. That one might be ended up in the brat stand over there, Uncle Dan's brat stand. Saw him prepping before the game, and he said it was a busy night last night. A lot of people wanted some brats on the 3rd of July. Outside the zone, count goes to 1-1, 75 mile per hour breaking ball. Brock Vredenberg, the pride of Pasadena, California, which you probably know where it is, especially if you are a college football fan. This one flared up, foul ball. Bouncing on the roof, I think, just barely. First, Pasadena, most well known for the Rose Bowl, one of the other great American moments, really, the Rose Bowl. Ball low and away. Count goes to 3-2. Vredenberg, graduate of Marantha High School. Played for head coach Matt Schupper there, as there is a time called by Vredenberg. Scampers out. His first team All-Olympic League player as a junior, hit 400, 28 RBIs, 1 home run. Back-to-back Olympic League champion at Marantha High School. His dad, a college football player. Scraped a foul. Count stays 3-2. Todd Vredenberg was a college football player at San Diego State. His mom played college soccer at University of the Pacific up in Stockton. And clearly, if it's not already obvious, he's not the only athletic one in his family. His sister Tori played college softball. The 3-ball, 2-strike pitch. Swung on to right field. McKenzie gets a late read on it, but able to make the grab for out number 1. Nice 7-pitch at bat to start it off, but in the end, Walker the winner as J. J.D. McLaughlin on the season, batting .282. Fouls off this pitch. Will it get over the netting? Yes, it will. And it will bounce in the one row that we don't have a lot of fans sitting in right now. Whoever bought that row up at the concession stand probably, or drinking a beer in the beer garden, and they just missed out on free ball, and whoever jumped the seat to grab it flips it back for a souvenir, and they're going to get another chance now somewhere over there. As this one bouncing around, and after one hop, gets to a fan, and a kid in a green shirt is able to take it and claim his trophy. Counts 0-2 right now on JD. Still trying to figure out pitches coming in from Cade Walker. Outside on that pitch, count goes to 1-2. Next pitch will be the 30th for Cade Walker. Not working as efficiently as Crescent, who was on 24 pitches through 2 full innings, and on 1 1/3, it's Cade Walker. One ball, 2 strikes for JD versus Walker. Gets a piece of it sky high to left field, just not going to have enough juice on it, but it does carry pretty well. I didn't think he got that well of a cut on it. Ended up sending it about 303 feet there. Ball's flying a little bit because that one got a stone's throw from the track. And again, just listed it going 303. It's Jake Millen. Steps in to the right-handed batter's box. Switch hitter. 8 home runs on the season. Team leader in home runs. Jake Millen stepping up, batting .227 on the season. 23 RBIs. First pitch into the zone to make the count 0-1. Of course, plenty of league scoreboards to look at today. We already got a final from Modesto where they played a matinee, and the Oakland Ballers got the victory 8-4. This one fouled off. Count stays at 0-2. I will say Walker is blowing up the strike zone. This inning, 70% in the strike zone. A early good scoreline for the Range Riders. Great Falls up 12-3 through 3 innings against the Billings Mustangs. Range Riders need a lot of people to beat Billings if they want to clinch a first half playoff spot. The 0-2 pitch. Gets a piece of it down the left field line. Is it a fair ball? No. Drift foul. That's a good swing there by Millen. Went 101 off the bat. Especially on a pitch that was just scraping the bottom of the strike zone. Missoula playing at home on the 4th of July. They're hosting Idaho Falls, and they have an 8-4 lead. The Range Riders played on the 4th of July last year at Missoula and spoiled the fun, thanks to a lovely little Friday night victory. To celebrate the Range Riders' victory over their Mission Mountain rivals, the Paddleheads were kind enough to set off some fireworks post-game. The 0-2 pitch into Jake Millen. Downstairs, count goes to 1-2. For Millen, on-base percentage sitting near 400. 393 right now. Another good scoreline for the Range Riders. It's 4-0. Yuba Sutter leads the Long Beach Coast. Also skips in off the glove of the catcher Chavez and into the foot of Millen. As soon as it touches the glove, no longer eligible to be hit by pitch. But technically, that one eventually did hit Millen. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Quality AB for Jake. Can he pay it off with something? The 2-2. Upstairs and away. Now it goes full at 3-2. Other score lines to report. Boise leading Ogden 2-1 in Boise, Idaho. And the only other game is ours. Payoff pitch coming in. 2 Millen from Walker. Late swing, staying alive again. This is a great AB by Jake Millen. He's had a couple days off. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up to Jake, who fell behind 0-2. Fouled off that 0-2 pitch down the left field line, just foul. Watched 3 balls, and now he's fouled off 1 payoff. Another one coming home from Walker to Jake Millen. Swing and a miss as Millen ends up with a punch-out. Range Riders turn down 1-2-3 in the second. It's 0-0 as we head to the third.
Numbness and tingling in the hand can make you lose your grip. Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer patient-specific care to help you regain control. Here's to getting a grip on life.
Top of the third inning here in the Flathead Valley. Scott Gladstone with you. So excited to spend my 5th straight 4th of July talking to some of the best fans in the PBL around the league. This is only the Range Riders' second ever true 4th of July at home, I believe. It's the first pitch into Keyshawn Frett, the pride of Ocala, Florida. Steps into the right-handed batter's box. Range Riders last year, like I mentioned, were at Missoula, playing against the squad that Frett would join later that year. He was not with the team when the Range Riders beat them on the 4th of July last year. The year before that, 2024, the Range Riders were on the road at Great Falls. Swing and a miss, count goes to 1-2. That was actually a double-header day because the game before got rained out. The Range Riders lost the first game 6-5 and won the second game 8-3. As this one into no man's land, shallow right field, Tommy Rover into his glove for out number 1 here in the top of the third. The year before, summer of 2023, it was the Glacier Range Riders playing at home on the 4th of July. In the inaugural season, as there's a called strike, the Range Riders were also at Great Falls, but the game got rained out on the 4th. There's a called ball outside. This is Marquise Jackson stepping to the plate. Jackson, originally from Chicago, Illinois. Range Riders did play at home on the 5th of July that inaugural season and lost to the Missoula Paddleheads 6-3. Outside. That was a Monday 4th of July though, so yeah. Monday's awkward. Saturday 4th, that's popping, as we've learned. Swing and a miss, count goes to 2-2 on Marquise Jackson on the season, batting .250. Like I said, the only home 4th of July the Range Riders have ever had was 2023. It was a rip-roaring affair, and the Range Riders beat the Ogden Raptors by a score of 2-1 in a defensive battle. Outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Starting pitcher that day was Range Rider great Nick Zegna, who pitched 6 innings, allowing just 1 run and 6 hits. Only had 2 strikeouts, but didn't need any more than that. This one headed to right field. Fernandez on a rope to him for out number 2. Crescent right now doing a little bit of an impersonation of kind of what Zegna was doing there. A couple more strikeouts for Crescent as he's already up to 3, more than Zegna had that day. Taking over for the Range Rider starter and pitching 1 scoreless inning on that July 4th, 2023 is another Range Rider great, Noah Barros, the all-time leader in strikeouts in a Range Rider uniform. First place in franchise history in strikeouts is Noah Barros. Second place is Nick Zegna, and they both appeared in the last home, the only other home, true 4th of July game. This is Jonathan Smith, first at-bat for Jonathan Smith, as he misses, sees a miss downstairs. Smith, originally from Rancho Cucamonga, California, played just 2 games last year for the Northern Colorado Owls, as that one is a foul ball that caught an awkward spot of Donovan Ratfield. He's going to take a moment to recover from that one. In that 4th of July 2023 game, after those 7 innings, from 6 from Zegna, 1 from Barros, it was John Natoli who pitched a scoreless frame, and Roy Robles got the save in that inaugural season. Those are all some names you might recognize if you are an avid Range Rider follower. At 4th of July, 2023, helped fuel the Range Riders their best ever season in franchise history, historically. Count goes to 3-2 on a swing and a miss by Jonathan Smith. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fouled it off. Crescent trying to deal with Smith. The scoring for the Glacier Range Riders that day, they opened up the scoring with the Kingston Liniak RBI single that scored Matt Clayton, and the winning play was a Jackson Raper solo homer. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty. The 3-2 pitch into Jonathan Smith. It is a called strike 3 on the inner cut. Great job by Crescent, a work back from a 3-1 count. It's Rover, Steele, and Fernandez, 2 up in a 0-0 game, bottom of the 3rd.
Thinking about where to host your next office event? Book the indoor event space at Glacier Bank Park. With a capacity up to 145 people, our indoor event space is a flexible, year-round venue ideal for accommodating receptions, conferences, and holiday parties. The spacious layout boasts impressive stadium and mountain views, providing the perfect setting for guests to mingle, network, and celebrate. Book your office party today at glacierbankpark.com.
Innovation has always been at the core of Johns Manville. From advanced testing labs to real-world job sites, we rethink what roofing can deliver. Through science, precision engineering, and decades of real-world experience, we engineer commercial roofing systems that deliver lasting performance. At Johns Manville, innovation means listening, learning, and building solutions that meet today's needs while preparing for what's next. This is progress with purpose.
Welcome back. It's the bottom of the 3rd inning. Cade Walker fires the first pitch into Tommy Rover upstairs. Count goes to 1-0. I assume you guys have gotten a good enough impression of the Range Rider jerseys at this point. You've seen them, but let's talk a little bit more about what the Range Riders are repping today. As there's a swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-1. These are the Constitution jerseys. The Range Riders wear them one night and one night only. The base with the Range Riders across the front. Now that one skips all the way to the backstop for the jump rope for Rover. Range Riders across the front, mostly in blue with the red accent on it. And then that background, you may be able to tell just ever so slightly the original script of the Constitution, obviously marking the importance of 250 years ago. This one tapped foul. Range Riders wearing the cream pants with it because it is off-white technically. It might look more white. So somebody gets that ball from the dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Upstairs to Rover. Count goes to 3-2. Leadoff walk would be great for Glacier. Jacob Steele waits on deck. So yeah, those tops a little bit off-white, trying to match the pants are not exactly the same shade. Those pants are going to mostly going to be worn alongside the Huck jerseys, as that one misses outside. A challenge coming. It's a smart challenge because it's a key point in the game. But the pitch will be confirmed to ball. And the RedPocket Mobiles will be down to 1 challenge remaining. It just missed outside by, I mean, a couple pixels. It's a smart challenge in a lot of ways. A leadoff batter, especially with the top of the order coming up very shortly here. Steele, who had a great game last night. I get the challenge. I do not disagree with it because it was very close, but it's a tough break really in the end. For the RedPocket Mobiles, Steele squares to bunt, pulls it back, and the count goes to 1-0 as it missed low and inside. Steele with good wheels, makes contact with it. Steele, the pride of St. Peters, Missouri. Can certainly have himself aboard as they're gonna pick off over to first base. A little controversy yesterday with a balk called on a pickoff over to first by Chris Canada last night. Talked briefly with both Range Riders pitching coach Will Oman and the manager Todd Pratt. Todd Pratt was adamant in his disagreement with the call, as there's another pickoff attempt to first base, also unsuccessful. Cannot do it a third time. After you see the second pickoff in a row, that is a little bit of an indicator that a lot of the fans here are still kind of feeling it out. Because usually you would hear some boos off just one pickoff. As the count goes to 2-0 with that one missing. But I didn't hear really one groan of displeasure at all from Flathead Faith. This one misses 3-0. You get yourself in a really dangerous spot if you walk Steele and put 2 aboard for Fernandez, especially because Fernandez can drop down a sacrifice bunt and reach on it easily with the wheels he's got. Dead center at 85 on the fastball. Count goes to 3-1, excuse me. Get me over pitch, does get over. Steele versus Walker, with a runner on first being Tommy Rover. It is ball 4 just outside. That's the exact same placement as the one that was challenged against Rover. So Walker hitting his spot consistently, it's just the wrong spot. And that's a tough break for him. Good call by our home plate umpire to realize, hey, I made that call on the last one. I saw that one come in the same spot, and so it's also a ball. Take advantage when the ABS reinforces your call. I'm thinking this is going to be a bunt drop down by Fernandez, and so is Johnson, who is in on the grass. Slash green colored turf. He does square to bunt. He does drop it down. It's a good spot. He's going to reach on this one. No throw to first. He put that perfectly down the third base line, and Alex Fernandez could do that every time he steps up to the plate and be safe 75 to 80% of the time. Look at the clean bunt from Fernandez, who just drops it, especially with the lefty on the mound, because the tough thing for a lefty to that side of the plate, they would have to pick it up and they have to go full 180 to throw it, where a righty can just kind of throw it sidearm basically as soon as they pick it up bare hand. A lefty does not get a chance to key in on the target as the called strike makes it 0-1 on Kyle Ashworth, who has the one hit of this contest. Put one up the middle. Bases loaded for Kyle Ashworth. Swung on to right center field. This one has legs under it. It's off the wall. Ashworth, 1 across, 2 across, and a stop sign. No, a green light for Fernandez. He's running through the stop sign, and he will be thrown out at the plate. It's a 2 RBI double for Kyle Ashworth. Fernandez steamrolled through the stop sign that Pratt put up and was thrown out at the plate. Probably part of the reason for that stop sign was the fact that there is nobody out, and just keep it rolling with Ratfield. So a little bit of wind out of the sails, but nonetheless, 2 runs across for Glacier to take the lead 2-0. First pitch into Donovan Ratfield is called strike right at the top of the plate. Great relay for the RedPocket Mobiles to be able to throw out the speedy Fernandez running from first base. I would have thought that he would have just reached just straight up, and that's probably what Fernandez is thinking too. But maybe he hesitated to make sure it was caught, and that might have been the thing that really put him behind the mark on that one. I will say as well, Bishop's got great wheels in center field. And to be able to get to that one quickly and start the relay, very solid job by him. This one hit on the ground, chopped up the middle. Awkward play for Jackson, who just is able to get that to first in time. Out number 2. The more frustrating thing for the Range Riders is if Fernandez would have stopped at third, he certainly would have scored on that one. I was put to a good spot where if it's a batter with a little bit more speed, able to beat it out. Up comes Garner, just like he had in the first inning. He has an opportunity. Runner on third, 2 outs. And Garner struck out swinging in the first inning. Fouls this one off of the umpire's mask, I believe, or was that the catcher that took the worst part of it? Count goes to 0-1. Catcher still dealing with Massa knocking that one off there. Chavez steps back in. He seems to be okay. And the 0-1 pitch will come into Carson Garner. Fouled off again as Garner had that one hit his lower body, and now he's feeling the pain down to a knee. Taking a second, Carson Garner. Look back at it. Ooh, that one does not feel good. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out pitch in. Misses off the shoot tops. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ashworth on third base, a 2 RBI double by Kyle Ashworth. 2 outs here, bottom of the 3rd inning. Mobile's made a big play defensively, throwing out Fernandez at home. The 1 ball, 2 strike, 2 out pitch, bottom of the 3rd inning. Lofting in, missing outside. Good strict strike zone by our home plate umpire. He's calling it correctly, even though it seems like Chavez is not the biggest fan of those pitches just to the outside being called. Balls, which according to ABS, correctly so. The 2 ball, 2 strike, 2 out pitch, bottom of the 3rd inning. Ashworth on third. From Walker to Garner we go. Gets a piece of it. Good job to stay alive. That's a difficult pitch, as he just does a job to stay alive. That's a really good placement. On a 2-2 count, I like that pitch a lot from Walker, because it's dropping off from looking like it's in the zone, and it did just miss low and in. But as a batter, you got to swing it and protect. A 2-2 again. That one skips in. That one, a pitch I don't like as much from Walker that doesn't even register. Cricket toss in there. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd inning. 2-0. Glacier leads RedPocket. 1 good swing by Garner makes it 3-0. 3-2 payoff pitch. And it's ball 4 to the backstop we go. The flip home, and they got him at the plate. A wild pitch to walk Garner, but Ashworth thrown out at the plate. And the second time this inning, the Range Riders thrown out at home. Really could have been something. But as you see this one happening, a great bounce off the back padding. Ashworth went for it, seeing it went by the catcher, and just couldn't get home. We head to the 3rd, it's 2, or the 4th inning, it's 2-0.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
When injuries occur, it can feel like your goals are out of reach. I'm Dr. Karen Purser, an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist at Logan Health. If you injure a joint, muscle, or bone, our orthopedics and sports medicine specialists are here to help. Our highly specialized surgeons, clinicians, and physical therapists offer innovative treatments and the latest minimally invasive procedures to help you recover and return to activity faster and stronger so that you can reach your goal.
Welcome back. Top of the fourth inning. It's Cole Crescent back out on the mound. 41 pitches fired by Crescent. You will see the top of the order, Bishop, Kaufman, and Dudley here in this half inning. Swung on by Bishop, heading towards left center field. And one pitch, one out for Cole Crescent. Always nice when you get rid of Bishop because this guy can score runs. In 14 games played, he's scored 22 runs. Him, like Fernandez, have the ability to be able to round the bases and get home without much help from their teammates. In 20 games, Fernandez has scored 30 times. Thrown out at home in the last half inning, but the amount of runs he adds to the table thanks to his speed. Every once in a while, you bite the bullet on a great defensive relay. Two to nothing, Range Riders lead after 3. This one missing outside. It's 2-0 to Spence Kaufman. Kaufman struck out swinging in his first time up. He really tried to rip the cover off the ball with that one, but Crescent met him with a high fastball that he came up empty on. Downstairs, 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch in from Cole Crescent, fouled off. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Payoff pitch in from Crescent to Kaufman and fouled off. Cole Crescent, infielder for this squad. Spence Kaufman, infielder for this squad. The pride of Corinth, Mississippi, hometown. Three-2 again. Once to shallow right field. Fernandez makes up the ground in quick time. And the catch is made for out number 2. Jordan Harrison Dudley stepping in. Harrison Dudley had a deep fly out to left field his first time up. Anytime JHD steps up to the plate with nobody on, you appreciate it. Swing and a miss on the first pitch by Jordan Harrison Dudley. Oh, 1, 2-out pitch, top of the 4th inning. This one flared foul. The count goes to 0-2 on Jordan Harrison Dudley. Originally from Paris, Texas. The 0-2, 2-out pitch into the powerful switch hitter. This one hit over to first where Vredenberg can't get it, and it squeaks between Vredenberg and Rover. See what that one goes down as. To me, it's scored as a hit. It's just kind of found its way in between the two. Came 75 off the bat. And it is a backhand attempt there. There's an argument for an error. It is what it is. First pitch misses low and away to Justin Johnson. The biggest thing is, whether it's an error or a hit, it's the base runner reaching. Especially in front of Justin Johnson, who is 0 for 1 with the strikeout looking. Check on Harrison Dudley over at first. Did not get him on that first check. Harrison Dudley, speedy fast, 20 stolen bases in his 31 games played. All the ball outside. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, top of the 4th inning. Runners going, swung on, sky-high fly to shallow left field. Ashworth making up ground and makes the catch for out number 3. So a 2-out squeaked single in between first and second. Gets a runner, but that's all she wrote in the 4th. It's 2-0 Glacier.
Need a space that offers both a place to dine and an area to mingle in style? Book the Hideaway and Corner Suite at Glacier Bank Park. You and up to 50 guests will enjoy full catering services in the Hideaway, and incredible mountain views and comfortable furnishings in the luxury Corner Suite. This versatile combination offers a space to dine and a place to relax, creating the perfect arrangement for guests looking to mingle, network, and celebrate. Book your office party today at glacierbankpark.com.
When injuries occur, it can feel like your goals are out of reach. I'm Dr. Karen Purser, an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist at Logan Health. If you injure a joint, muscle, or bone, our orthopedics and sports medicine specialists are here to help. Our highly specialized surgeons, clinicians, and physical therapists offer innovative treatments and the latest minimally invasive procedures to help you recover and return to activity faster and stronger so that you can reach your goal.
Brock Vredenberg leads us off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Vredenberg stepping up to the plate. 0 for 1, Brock. This one rocketed above the shortstop and all the way to the wall. 105 off the bat of Brock Vredenberg. Man, you start to think about what could have been if the throwouts at home would not have happened last inning, because Fernandez got thrown out. The next play could have been an RBI ground out. And then if you still roll it back, you could have had runners on first and second with Garner, who worked a walk right before technically Ashworth was thrown out at the plate. And it would have been 1 out for that play right there. In theory, I know it doesn't work out exactly like this, but baseball math, it's going to be baseball math. And it could have been a very nice inning for the Range Riders. J.D. McLaughlin sees an 84-mile-per-hour pitch right down the middle. So a double for Vredenberg to start it off as the Range Riders hunting for more. Warm-ups going on in the pen right now as it looks like to be the end of the day for Crescent. That was always scheduled to be the case. I believe it is the left-hander Ryan Humphreys getting going. The 0-1 pitch into J.D. Buffed foul down the right field line. Awkward coming off the bat of J.D. McLaughlin, so close enough where Harrison Dudley had a chance at maybe getting it, and now he has to be ripped away from playing with the kids over there as he came out, and I don't know if he was you know, trying to bid up the price or something like that of the foul ball, I'd be over there saying, who's going to go get me some Uncle Dan's brats and bring me back if I give you a foul ball? Count goes to 1-2 on a pitch that misses. Jordan Harrison Dudley, I mentioned it before. He's an elementary school, I believe elementary school, maybe middle school teacher in the off season while he also coaches and trains. So more than happy to be a man for the kids. 1-2 pitch into JD. Up and away. Grabbed by the catcher Chavez. Brock Vredenberg not going to go sprinting all over the base paths on you, but he's not slow considering his size. Long strides certainly help him out. And let me see if I can dig deeper into the Vredenberg file. The 2-2 pitch into JD. Swing, gonna miss. JD punched out. I mentioned his dad, Todd Vredenberg. Played college football. Now I'm trying to figure out what position his dad played. Get some real answers. Vredenberg stunts a steal and then sprawls back into the bases. Jake Millen up at the plate right now. He had a quality AB his first time up, but ended up with a strikeout. Todd Vredenberg, from what I have, was an O-lineman, which makes sense considering the 6'6" frame of Brock. Called strike count goes to 0-1. Fouled off. This is just based off one article, though, so, you know, Vredenberg family probably screaming saying he was quarterback or something if it was wrong. But for now, I'm gonna ride. He's the son of a hoggy, and I mean that in the kindest way as a former offensive lineman myself, and the son of a University of Washington hoggy. 0-2, 1-out pitch, bottom of the fourth inning. That one misses downstairs. Count goes to 1-2. One ball, 2 strike, 1-out pitch. Vredenberg on second, Millen at the plate. Shoot tops, 2-2. Walker on 71 pitches. Dimitri Young has been more than happy to throw him out there on a bevy of workload. Pitched over 110 pitches in the first matchup between these two squads. He was sent out there pretty deep on the Sunday fixture as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runner on second. Hit just foul, and a great play over there by Evan Langston, who is working as the protector of the bullpen with Ryan Humphreys warming up. Langston fields the clean 96-mile-per-hour grounder like he's been there before. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out again into Millen. Outside. It's another quality at-bat from Jake Millen. 7th pitch of the AB. A batter should, in general, either have a goal of getting on base or at the very least seeing 6+ pitches. Millen will see that as this one hit over to third. They will opt not to try and grab Vredenberg running to third. And Kaufman will throw across the diamond for out number 2. Great jump by Vredenberg, who read that ball really well as being slow rolling enough to not reach him, or at least create some havoc and try and force the throw. And you see pretty cleanly right there. The speed of Vredenberg, and that he can boogie pretty quick. First pitch misses to Tommy Rover. Not an unproductive out from Millen. 1 by way of the pitch count and 2 by way of the ground out that moved a batter over. Tommy Rover's 0 for 0 with a walk. He ended up scoring from third base on the Kyle Ashworth double. 2 outs now, clutch opportunity, make it 3-0. As Jacob Steele might have the opportunity to push a run across. Range Riders mentioned last night just 278 with runners in scoring position. They had nearly twice as many opportunities with runners in scoring position than the RedPocket Mobiles. But not able to take advantage much more than RedPocket was. 3-0 pitch, get me over. Does scrape the outside of the zone. Just barely keeping this count alive. Still a hitter's count for Tommy Rover, who on the season is batting .290 with 36 RBIs. He leads the team. Ball 4, Rover walking to first. On base for the second time today. This one hit hard but foul over near the rocks area. Bounces up to the beer garden, and now it's playing Plinko up there. Eventually somebody grabs it. Count goes to 0-1 on the hard hit 92-mile-per-hour foul ball. Head on a swivel if you're here on Independence Day. 0-1, 2 out. Pitch into Steele. Swung on, right center field. That one's going to be down. Bouncing 1 hop to the top of the wall. Green light to send Rover home, and he will score. It's a 2 RBI double from Jacob Steele. Range Riders lead 4-0. Up comes Alex Fernandez. Fernandez 1 for 2. Singled on a bunt his last time up. That loaded him up before he was thrown out at home on the Ashworth double. Again, his speed is the reason he got on base. So certainly you're okay with maybe a little over audacious speed being the reason every once in a while that he might get out. In the situation too, it really would have felt like a kill shot if he would have been able to cross on that double by Ashworth, and the relay wouldn't have been in time. It really would have been deflating. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning. There's also another theory that sometimes if you're running as fast as Fernandez runs, and it's not like it was a late stop sign from Todd Pratt, but he was giving the green light to Steele in front of Fernandez. This one misses downstairs. Count goes to 2-0. And so he has to go from giving that adamant green light to then turning and saying stop at third. And Fernandez might just be anticipating he's going to get the green light and be rip-roaring around third. And it's maybe not super dangerous, but you don't want to plant hard and try and turn back to third and mess yourself up. Sometimes it's easier to just keep running. 2-0 pitch. Fernandez can certainly make up for it if he gets a base knock. This one into shallow center field. Bishop running in and making the catch on the run for out number 3. The Range Riders get 2 on the 2 RBI double by Jacob Steele. It's 4-0 Glacier.
At Johns Manville, it's always been about people, the people who design the systems, the people who build them, and the people who depend on them to perform every day. That's why we approach commercial roofing with care, collaboration, and respect for what's at stake. Because every roof protects more than a building. It protects people, livelihoods, and peace of mind. That's the responsibility we stand behind. Johns Manville Commercial Roofing Systems.
Welcome back, top of the 4th inning. New pitcher into the contest, it's Ryan Humphreys that takes over. First pitch was called, a ball just up and away. Josiah Chavez leads us off here. What a line it was for Cole Crescent, who honestly, there's an argument for a no-hitter through 4 innings from him. But I think correctly so, just barely scored a hit in that second to final batter. Count goes to 2-0. 4 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no earned, 4 strikeouts, and no walks. About as good as it gets for Cole Crescent. And I'm sure the Long Beach coaching staff might look at that box score and say, man. Is this one flared up? Going to the Bermuda Triangle, dangerous spot. J.D. McLaughlin's got enough speed to get to it. And the pop out is good for one guy. Long Beach has allowed in their first 4 innings, and again, a team that let Cole Crescent go, they have allowed 7 runs in the first 4 innings. A lot different than the 0 put up by Crescent in a beautiful start. Did not go the eligible 5 innings you need for a win, so he won't get it. This one hit on the ground by TJ McKenzie. And the cross diamond pass is good for out number 2. Ryan Humphreys into the contest, a guy who played his college ball in the state of California. Humphreys, the southpaw, originally from Covina, California, Westmont College grad, played for a couple of years there at Westmont College, won a D2 or an NAIA World Series with the Warriors. As this one misses upstairs to Keyshawn Frett. Frett 0 for 1. Pop out to second as a shoe tie needed from Humphreys. Idaho Falls has allowed the floodgates to open. It is 17-4 Missoula in the bottom of the 4th inning. Billings has also allowed the Great Falls. I was going to say floodgates open, just the Great Falls. There's literally a thing called the Great Falls. That's why it's called Great Falls, swing and a miss. And the Great Falls is flowing. 16-3. It might have been a stretch when I tried there, but I'll workshop and come back to it. 16-3, Voyagers lead the Mustangs. 17-4, the Paddleheads lead the Chuckers. 7-3, Yuba Sutter leads Long Beach. 6-3, Ogden trails the Boise Hawks. Swing and a miss, count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. Range Riders up 4-0 here in the lowest scoring affair. As we look around the league, multiple contests right around 20 runs total scored through 4 innings. The Range Riders, as there's a swing and a miss, I won't even get to finish my sentence. Humphreys works with alacrity through the top of the 5th inning. We are halfway home, and it is Range Riders 4, RedPocket nothing. One more look back at the swing and a miss by Frett to finish the frame.
Range Riders fans, Glacier Bank Park offers a variety of suites to accommodate groups of all sizes, from small gatherings to parties of up to 65 people. The balcony views and exclusive services create a premium experience for celebrations, reunions, and outings of all kinds. Enjoy the convenience and comfort of your private space, breathtaking Montana scenery, and high-level action on the field, while our dedicated hospitality team creates an unforgettable experience for you and your family, friends, or business associates.
Numbness and tingling in the hand can make you lose your grip. Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer patient-specific care to help you regain control. Here's to getting a grip on life.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Welcome back in. It's the bottom of the fifth inning. Kyle Ashworth leads us off versus Cade Walker. First pitch at the bottom of the zone. A called strike. 4-0, the Range Riders lead. That pitch misses the zone. Count goes to 1-1. One ball, one strike. Count goes to 2-1. Hope everybody out there is having a safe and happy 4th of July holiday. Hopefully you're eating some good food or enjoying some good weather, or both, as you're watching this contest. 2 balls, 1 strike. In the zone, 2-2. Ashworth 2 for 2 with a single and a double today against Cade Walker, who's on 88 pitches, probably his final frame, but nobody warming up. I'll tell you my ideal setup right now. If it's not at the baseball game, calling the Range Rider game, or in the stands here. As this one, late swing, chops it over to Marquise Jackson, who throws in that good time for out number 1. If going to a game or broadcasting a baseball game was not an option, I would be at, and I had the option of watching the Range Rider game, to be clear. I would be somehow outside. I would find a way to get the game on, like maybe somebody's backyard or something who has a TV that you could, you know, watch out in the backyard. I think you got to get a grill working and pig out on some food while you got the game on, and then maybe playing some games or something like that. Love a good yard game, obviously. Cornhole, or what's the one? 2 strings. There's a ball on either side, and then you try and wrap it around. You get certain points. It's kind of like cornhole. It'll come to me, or somebody will flame me in my text messages or comments. 2 balls, no strikes. One hits the upper outside corner to Donovan Ratfield. Rat is 0 for 2 tonight, 2 groundouts. Fouled off. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning. I'm getting a ladder ball, possibly, is what I'm looking for. That name doesn't come to me. I mean, yes, I mean, when I search it, that's what I'm thinking of. ladder toss, maybe? Maybe I've heard it more as ladder toss. Three-two pitch is swung on sky high to center. Just got a little bit under it, and Bishop makes the grab for out number 2. 6-pitch AB for Radfield becomes up empty as up comes Carson Garner, who had himself a walk, but it was an eventful one because Kyle Ashworth was thrown out at the plate as soon as he received ball 4. Ladder golf. Cowboy golf, it's also called. As there's a called strike. Count goes to 0-1. Bolo toss. Maybe that's right. Whatever. That's aside from the point. I'd be playing some games, listening / watching the game, eating some good food. Hopefully you are enjoying something similar wherever you may be. Swing and a miss. Feel free to chime in the comments if you're a subscriber on YouTube. Tell us where you're watching from, what you're doing, and what your favorite 4th of July food is. I want to know that as well. 0-2, 2-out pitch, bottom of the 5th inning. Gets a piece of it and through on the left side. Great job there to be able to get something out of that. It goes 96 off the bat of Carson Garner for a base hit. Up comes Brock Vredenberg. He's got to double his last time up. Two outs, bottom of the 5th, as that one hit Brock Vredenberg. 83 up and in. The crowd's gonna make some noise with it, but I don't think it was intentional. The TrackMan system registers exit velocity, and that one, we can tell you, went 18 miles per hour off the body of Brock Vredenberg. 83 miles onto the body. So if you ever ask yourself the question, how much velo does a 6'6", 230-pound frame take off of a pitch? It's approximately 67 miles per hour is how much it'll take off of a pitch. It's probably more of a percentage, but I ain't about to do that, man. 2-0 count to J.D. McLaughlin. J.D. McLaughlin, I talked plenty about Vredenberg's athletic family. His dad, a college football player. His mom, a college soccer player. But what about J.D. McLaughlin coming from a very athletic family himself? This one tapped foul over near third. McLaughlin's one brother, his older brother, a professional basketball player in Europe, had a phenomenal couple years at Northern Arizona University to be able to earn that opportunity. And his younger brother, a college football player at the University of Washington. So they got every sport covered, at least the major 3 in the U.S. I'm looking for a cousin that's really good at hockey or something like that in the McLaughlin family. Chandler, Arizona listed as his hometown, but his roots are really in the city of Chicago. Big Bears fan as well as a Blackhawks fan, J.D. McLaughlin. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2-out pitch. Swing and a miss on that one. Would have had ball 4 to load up the bases as he went hunting to possibly deliver an RBI base hit. Garner on second with good wheels. Vredenberg on first. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The runners will be going on the pitch to J.D. McLaughlin. Walker, his 105th pitch of the day, likely his final if he can get out of the inning. Nobody warming up in the pen, so if he can't, he's going to be out there a little bit longer. The 3-2 coming home to J.D. Swung on to center field above Bishop, and no, caught by Bishop in center. A great swing by J.D. McLaughlin, but his fellow center fielder robs him of at least a couple RBIs and probably a triple if it gets over Bishop's head. The rangy center fielder Strands 2 on the base paths as Cade Walker finishes his 5th inning. 4 runs against him. We head to the 6th. It is 4-0. Welcome back. It's Marquise Jackson to lead us off here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch into the zone from Ryan Humphreys. And the count goes to 0-1 on Jackson. Jackson is 0 for 1 with a line out to right. Up and in. Count goes to 1-1. Count goes to 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Nobody out, 0 for 1 today. Marquise Jackson. Swing and a miss. Hasty family enjoying some hot dogs, hamburgers, watermelon, and pool time in Texas. That sounds like a good time for the Hasties. Made me hungry just reading it. 2 balls, two strikes, nobody out. Swing and a miss. Humphreys, the punch out. Let's look up the temperature right now in the hometown of Jacob Hasty. It is 90 degrees. It seems like pool time is crucial with that temperature right now. The feels like temperature is also 90. So that's good. Doesn't feel hotter than that. Swing and a miss by Jonathan Smith. Jonathan Smith, a product of Biola College, which is a D2 school. He probably faced off against Ryan Humphreys because they're both in the Pac West Conference. I mentioned Humphreys as an NAIA national championship, but after that NAIA national championship, Westmont moved from the NAIA to D2, where they competed for, I believe, just the final year that Humphreys was there. But they competed in the same conference as Biola, and they both should have been there spring of 2025. Let's see if Jonathan Smith was. I try to cross-reference. As this one hit over to third. It's grabbed by Carson Garner. Soft line out in the big scheme of things by Smith. Smith actually played for San Diego State his final year in 2025. I don't think that they would have played each other 2024. Let's get a little deeper though. Why not? I need to find a matchup between Humphreys and there's a called strike into Braylon Bishop. Between Humphreys and Smith. Even though Humphreys has clearly won this battle already. This is Bishop at the plate. He is 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout. Outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Westmont Warrior to the former Pirates farmhand. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit on the ground and through up the middle for Braylon Bishop. Only the 2nd hit allowed in this contest, first allowed by Ryan Humphreys. Westmont was playing in the Pac West in the spring of 2024. So that means there's clear potential for a Humphreys versus Smith matchup at that level. Funny enough, they actually played each other 8 total times because they had a non-conference series against each other as well as the conference series against each other, Westmont and Biola. First pitch was a foul ball by Spence Coppin. The next one was a ball down low. Count goes to 1-1, 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. Dangerous over on first base there is Bishop, but with a lefty and a fairly quick stretch to the plate, it'll be more difficult to steal on Humphreys. This one popped up foul. 2 outs on the board. I know this is likely the only inning when we're probably going to get a Humphreys versus Smith matchup, so I feel like I'm on the clock here to try and figure this out. Humphreys started the final game in the first series that they matched up with each other. He pitched 5 innings. And Jonathan Smith was the number 9 batter. He was held hitless in that game as there's a swing and a miss. And strike 3, Kaufman is out. Humphreys finishes off 2 really solid innings. We'll see if we see him for a 3rd, but for now, it's the Range Riders 4, the Mobiles nothing, headed to the bottom of the 6th.
Glacier Bank Park is just so beautiful. The absolutely stunning views, the facility that we have. We're just very fortunate.
This is a place where people can gather throughout the community. The location of the park itself is centrally located within the valley, and as such, it keeps everybody coming from all the different municipalities throughout the valley, and really it's just a hub for the community to meet.
My favorite thing about coming to the ball field is seeing old friends, seeing the beautiful complex, and the staff, how friendly they are. They greet us with friendliness, and the seats are awesome.
We also get to connect with folks as far away as Boston that are here on vacation that actually want to come to a ballpark because I talk them into it because that's how special it is.
So we come to socialize. We love our group and we just have a really good time. Of course, we like watching the game too. And we like to win.
At Johns Manville, what we build starts with who we are. We are people champions, listening first, putting customers and teams at the center of every decision. We're driven by passion, always going the extra mile, always pushing ideas further. We perform, setting higher standards, delivering stronger results, and creating lasting value. And we protect our people, our customers, and the world around us, today and for generations to come.
Jake Millen leads us off. It's Millen, Rover, and Steele here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 4-0, RedPocket, and out there with the rubber arm, it's Cade Walker. 105 pitches being sent back out, and first pitch is just foul by Millen. Millen 0 for 2 as a ground out to short and a strikeout. I just got a whiff of, I think, burger. Yeah, that's, oh, I just got a whiff of burger and it smells good. Called a strike. Count goes to 1-2 on Jake Millen. Warm-up's going on in the Range Rider pen, so it likely is the end of the line for Humphreys, who will probably be in line to get the winning decision if the Range Riders hold on to the lead. Swing and a miss. Millen punched out. There is one gone, bottom of the 6th. Okay, I have the final line for Jonathan Smith against, there's a swing and a miss, kind of goes to 0-1. Jonathan Smith against Ryan Humphreys in the matchups between Biola and Westmont. He was 0 for 2 with a walk against him in 2 games played between the two. I would call it a strike in the outer cut. I worked way too hard to figure that out, but I just love the crossover. When guys are saying, hey, wait, yeah, I have faced off against this guy years ago in the spring of 2024, and here we are on the 4th of July in Montana facing off again. The 0-2 one-out pitch from Walker. Swing and a miss. Walker with a little bit of a stare down on that one. As he looked back, and he's got 2 punch outs at the bottom of the 6th inning. At this rate, if he gets a third out of this inning, might as well throw him out there on 115 or so pitches. Again, why not? I just worry about the long-term effects of the amount of pitches that he has thrown. First pitch, called a ball. Count goes to 1-0. He has taken on a workload, and you worry just a little bit about the total management he's going to be able to take. And if the battery's going to run out, as that one did, scrape the foot of Jacob Steele. Yes, it did. 2 outs, up comes Alex Fernandez. Do you allow Fernandez to face off against Walker a 4th time? It is a lefty-lefty matchup, and there's a lefty after him. But you got to think that if Ashworth comes up, you're in a worried state. Right-hander warming up in the pen, but just getting to the final stages of his warm-up. So they are going to give Fernandez the matchup with Walker. Runners going on the first pitch. The pitch missed inside. The throw into second, not in time. Overslid the bag did Jacob Steele, and both times he somehow avoided getting tagged down. Kaufman, I don't know if it was frustration with the call or frustration with how close it was, but he was springing around there, feeling some type of way. Pitch missed inside, so the count goes to 1-0. Steele in scoring position now after the stolen base. The Range Riders continue to be 100% on the base pass, other than the steal of home. Technically, that was called, that went down as a caught stealing when Ashworth tried to run on a wild pitch that ended up to be not a wild pitch. If you get caught running on a wild pitch, you get caught stealing. There's no official stat for caught wild pitch. Count goes to 1-1. Can Range Riders tack one more on Cade Walker? Swung on to left field. It is foul, out of play. goes to 1-2. Of course, at some point, Fernandez and Smith would have seen each other last spring. San Jose State Spartan, San Diego State Aztec. Gotta think they would have overlapped. Plenty of former San Diego State representation all over the field. Smith in left, spent his final year with the Aztecs. Chris Canada last night, starting pitcher, and Ricky Tibbett, who appeared for a couple innings last night. The 1-ball, 2-strike, 2-out pitch into Fernandez. Gets a piece of it to shallow left field. Coming in and making the grab is Jonathan Smith for out number 3. Maybe the final pitch of the day by Cade Walker. He has 118, and he is in line for the loss with his squad trailing 4-0 after 6 innings of play.
Glacier Bank Park is just so beautiful. The absolutely stunning views, the facility that we have, we're just very fortunate.
This is a place where people can gather throughout the community. The location of the park itself is centrally located within the valley, and as such, it keeps everybody coming from all the different municipalities throughout the valley, and really it's just a hub for the community to meet.
My favorite thing about coming to the ball field is seeing old friends, seeing the beautiful complex, and the staff, how friendly they are. They greet us with friendliness, and the seats are awesome.
We also get to connect with folks as far away as Boston that are here on vacation that actually want to come to a ballpark because I talk them into it because that's how special it is.
So we come to socialize. We love our group and we just have a really good time. Of course, we like watching the game too. And we like to win.
At Johns Manville, what we build starts with who we are. We are people champions, listening first, putting customers and teams at the center of every decision. We're driven by passion, always going the extra mile, always pushing ideas further. We perform, setting higher standards, delivering stronger results, and creating lasting value. And we protect our people, our customers, and the world around us, today and for generations to come.
Welcome back. It is Davis Pratt on the bump for the Glacier Range Riders. A couple weeks off for Davis Pratt with a foot injury, was unable to pitch. And now back into the Range Riders bullpen options, which is much appreciated. Pratt a 4.87 ERA on the year. This is his 13th appearance. And he's going to be thrown right into the fire because you're facing off against Jordan Harrison Dudley, who flicks the bat at it, misses it, but it is called a strike because it was right down the middle. Davis Pratt, the pride of Albuquerque, New Mexico, from the green chili state down there. This one hit to second base. Tommy Rover collects and fires out number 1. A subplot in this contest right now is just like last night. The game is moving with quite a bit of pace, and there is a big fireworks show that is slated to begin afterwards. Range Riders would love to string together some big innings, get this crowd a little bit more to cheer about, and it wouldn't hurt to also tick the clock a little bit more. This is the one time when you want a little bit of a longer game, just to be able to have the darkness be over top. There's Justin Johnson, 0 for 2, fouls it off. Strikeout and pop out for JJ. Pratt, great to see him back out on the mound. High socks as always. High socks are black today. Complimenting well, I think, with that black hat. Upstairs. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Range Riders are actually wearing the dark navy blue hats. I didn't realize that. I just kind of thought they were wearing the black hats, but it's an all unique uni. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Pratt has a punchy And there's 2 gone in the top of the 7th. First pitch is a foul scrape by Josiah Chavez. Count goes to 0-1. Ground out and pop out for Chavez today. This is a Mobiles offense that was absolutely running rampant in Missoula, which is akin to do, especially this season with the struggling pitching staff for the Missoula Paddleheads. But it's been the opposite scoreline through a game and a half here in the Flathead Valley. Trying to understand what playing in these 2 parks back-to-back does to an offense. It is mind-boggling because you play completely different styles depending on which park you're at. The 1-1 pitch. Flinch of the bat, it's in the zone. Count goes to 1-2 on Chavez. Davis Pratt trying to work a very efficient 1-2-3 frame. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. He's gone through the heart of the order thus far. 3 and 4 down. Now he's working on the 5th in the lineup. The pitch in, misses inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch coming in from Pratt. That one also missed just inside. Good call by Rat to not challenge because he would have got it wrong, although I wouldn't have blamed him if he did because it was awfully close. But I like it. Give him 1 more pitch to throw. See if he can deal with Chavez on the 3-2, 2-out pitch, top of the 7th inning. Swing and a miss. Got it for strike 3, the 2nd K of the inning. Pratt is back to work, back on the bump for the Range Riders. We head to a wonderful 7th inning stretch here at Glacier Bank Park. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's the bottom of the 7th inning. The Glacier Range Riders with a 4-0 lead on the RedPocket Mobiles here. New pitcher into the contest after 6 innings, 4 runs against Cade Walker. Stepping up there, I believe it is Robbie. No, scratch that, JC Coronado. Range Riders leading the defensive battle here on the 4th. It is JC Coronado taking over for Walker. First pitch misses low and inside to Kyle Ashworth. 2 for 3, Kyle Ashworth, the 2 RBI double, which which was the only scoring play of this game in the 3rd inning. Then a 2 RBI double by Steele in the next half inning. One misses outside from Coronado. On the season, JC has a 6.75 ERA, which is 4th on the team. 2-0 pitch. Make it 3-0. Four to nothing. Glacier leads RedPocket. They want some more insurance. They also want to tick some time down. Not that I'm assuming they are thinking about the timing of the fireworks show postgame in the dugout. Just me understanding the logistics, being here enough for 4th of July games. Swung on by Ashworth. Sky high fly to left field. Just doesn't have enough under it. Deep fly out to Smith. Makes it 1 gone, bottom of the 7th. Up comes Donnie Rapp. This one hit towards second base on the first pitch, and the throw is clean, a simple 4-3 ground out. Carson Garner now stepping up. 1 for 2 is Garner, has himself a single into left and a walk. The 7th inning here, 4-0. The Range Riders lead the RedPocket Mobiles. Count goes to 1-0 as that one misses inside. This one hit down the left field line, and a fair ball beyond the glove of Justin Johnson. Carson Garner easily to second base. Considers third, but opts not to go there. Garner halfway to a cycle with a single and a double. The 2 easiest of the options. Up comes Brock Vredenberg. Now a base knock away from possibly adding to the Range Rider lead. Two-out pitch. Garner will be running on contact at second base. The first pitch into Brock. Goes to the backstop, and an easy 90 extra feet for Carson Garner. Fouled off. Count goes to 1-1. Runner on third for the Glacier Range Riders. One pitch. Outside for Vredenberg. Count goes to 2-1. Called strike. Count goes to 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Fredenberg swings and misses off the Coronado changeup. We head to the 8th inning of play as the Range Riders strand a runner on third. It's 4-0 Glacier in front.
Numbness and tingling in the hand can make you lose your grip. Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer patient-specific care to help you regain control. Here's to getting a grip on life.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Davis Pratt out for another inning of work. As we're rocking in the USA here in the top of the 8th inning. Once again, a happy 4th of July to you. TJ McKenzie leads us off here in this half inning. First pitch into McKenzie, who is 0 for 2. A little limbo action. Not really, but a little bit. Pop out and a ground out for McKenzie. This one popped up. Will it stay in play? Vredenberg trying to get there and just beyond his reach to a swarm in the mosh pit over there. It fell on the grass, and then it created chaos. Somebody got out of there with it. Get gone. Tuck and run. Don't showboat it. You got to tuck and run with it. Somebody will swipe it out of your hands. I don't know. That's what I'd be doing. That's more of like a Barry Bonds record-breaking home run ball that you do that on. This one has Garner backing up. Needs a quick throw across the diamond and gets it. 5-3 put out. And there is one gone. 4 straight retired out of the bullpen for Davis Pratt. Keyshawn Frett steps up. 0 for 2 Frett, pop out and a strikeout. These Range Riders will meet these RedPocket Mobiles after tonight 7 more times. Once again tomorrow night at 1:05 p.m. Mountain Time. I said tomorrow night. That's not night. Sunday throws me off. I apologize. Count goes to 0-1. Range Riders are wearing the freshly unveiled. Go to the Range Rider social media right now if you have not seen them. Freshly unveiled blue jerseys tomorrow for the Sunday game. Count goes to 1-1 on Fred. I'm telling you, even if you're a Mobiles fan, check this baby out because they are beautiful. You can see right behind home plate there's a fan rocking the jersey. They're on sale for the first time ever today, and there's already a ton of fans wearing them, which is a good indicator of how well you hit with that design. You see right behind home plate, that fan is repping it with the GRR across the front. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous jersey and an homage to some of the great USA teams that have graced the ice, as that one graces the zone for a called strike 3. Fret turned down. There's 2 down as Marquise Jackson steps up. The I'll tell this again on the broadcast tomorrow, but I'll give you part of the story of the evolution. First of all, the jersey that the Range Riders are wearing today, that was a pretty, that concept was early going, okay, we're gonna have this cool jersey with the font of the Constitution, boom, right there, or the original, scribage or whatever you want to call it necessarily. We're gonna have that. It's gonna be great. But then we said, hey, let's go red, white, and blue. We are playing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's America 250. Let's go all out. And we wear red on Fridays. So let's wear red on Fridays again. We didn't know what that was going to look like. White. This is a little off-white, but technically, okay, red, white, and then blue on Sundays. And we were going, what is going to be blue? We've never worn a blue jersey before. How does that look, other than the Paw Patrol jersey we wore last year, which is obviously, pretty straightforward with what that looks like, Paw Patrol themed. And as we were discussing this in the front office, we had the Olympics on, and we had Team USA playing. And we went, what's the most iconic USA blue jersey? It's, in fact, what Team USA has worn on the ice. And so, with that thought in mind, it inspired us to find what we found with the Sunday jersey, and finding another strikeout is Davis Pratt. A swing and a miss from Marquise Jackson. Pratt looks even better than before the injury, and we head to the bottom of the 8th. The last chance for some Range Rider insurance. Up 4-0.
Numbness and tingling in the hand can make you lose your grip. Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer patient-specific care to help you regain control. Here's to getting a grip on life.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Welcome back. It is the bottom of the 8th inning. Glacier Range Riders with a 4-0 lead right now. Both pitches missed to start. Pitcher into the contest now is Robbie Coronado, taking over for his brother. Count goes to 3-0 on JD. Almost had a JD versus JC matchup. Instead, we got a call and strike. The count goes to 3-1. Coronado finished the first Coronado. Finished off a 1-2-3 frame. Actually did allow a double, so it wasn't a 1-2-3 frame. That one's ball 4, and JD has placed down his bat for the leadoff walk. All right, Range Riders, rally for some runs here because the sun is way too high for fireworks. And with Connor Housley warming up in the pen, it might be an efficient 9th inning. Up steps Jake Millen. Millen 0 for 3 as there's a conversation between Ray King and his pitcher, just the two of them talking. Check around the league. By the way, post game's going to be a little bit different, as whenever the game ends, whether we have a bottom of the 9th or not, we're going to have our post game interview if the Range Riders win, and then I'm going to kind of quickly go over the scoreboard and get out of here because fireworks likely will start soon, and the focus in stadium goes on that pretty quickly. We learned how quickly those fireworks start yesterday, so we're going to get out of here pretty quickly once the game ends. Win or loss, obviously we'll have an interview as well with Lauren and our star of the game if the Range Riders are able to win. McLaughlin running on the first pitch. Throw into second, and it is safe there. JD steals a bag, and the Range Riders just keep on running. Pitch was a ball. And right now, Josiah Chavez is probably seeing ghosts behind the plate because he's not putting bad throws there. The jumps are just a little bit out in front of his tosses. 1-0 pitch coming into Jake Millen, who would love to put a cushion on this Range Rider lead. Put some more pressure on Robbie Coronado, who had a 5-pitch walk to start. Range Riders 1-0 all time at Glacier Bank Park on Independence Day, trying to take it to 2-0. Square and a bunt. Oh, it's just foul down the left field line, third base line. That was a great bunt that I think caught the RedPocket almost completely off guard. And sometimes Millen, who's in a little bit of a slump right now, sometimes what you need is just find a way to get aboard any way you can. Sometimes it's a bunt. If he would have dropped that one down, it would have been a sacrifice at the very least. And now on a 1-1, what does Millen do? Does he get the bunt sign again? No, it will skip into the ground and then hit him. I think he tried to kind of hop out of the way from that one, skipping in, but it ended up hitting the back of his heel. At least that was what our home plate umpire, Mike Blanchard, indicated. Up comes Tommy Rover, and what do we got on the base paths? Drew Collins will make an appearance. Jake Millen, pinch ran for by the speedy Drew Collins. I'm dropping down a sacrifice bunt here, likely, if I am the Range Riders. Tommy Rover, 0 for 1. 2 walks and a strikeout swing. Update from around the league. I'll get you one more of these before we sign off for the evening. Voyagers up 18-9 on the Billings Mustangs. Yuba Sutter's, I don't know what's going on there. It's 12-11. Yuba Sutter has the lead as that one hit the toe of Tommy Rover, and that'll load him up. Rover was giving him an out, saying, I'm going to sacrifice bunt, but instead, he's going to have a bruise on his foot. Up comes Jacob Steele. Range Riders have just 7 hits today, but have churned in 4 runs. They've seen 40 more pitches the Range Riders pitchers have thrown. Range Riders are to clean 100 pitches thrown. 140 have been lobbed in there on the other side. Jacob Steele with the bases stuffed. Time called by the catcher, as sounding like a bunch of seagulls in a Finding Nemo movie are a couple fans going, balk, 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 balk. It was not a balk, it was time called. Another 50-50 raffle night here at Glacier Bank Park. Somebody took home over $2,000 yesterday. 50-50 raffle, which is benefiting the Glacier Range Riders Foundation, which is just in its fledgling first year, but has already created some really, really cool partnerships with with local nonprofits around the valley, especially supporting our veterans and active duty military, as well as our first responders. First pitch misses down low. Nobody out here, bases loaded. Chance for this to get really ugly really quick if Steele continues the great game he's on. Walk hit by pitch and a double. And he's take all the way on that one. It is 2-0 as Robbie Coronado cannot hit the strike zone. JC Coronado through a scoreless frame. Who's ever getting going in the pen for RedPocket might want to start to hurry up. I think they're close to ready, whoever's over there. That one does hit the bottom of the strike zone. Range Riders got 2 challenges remaining. They're 1 for 1. Meanwhile, RedPocket is 0 for 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out, bottom of the 8th inning. Bases loaded. Also hitting the zone right at the bottom, just scraping a piece of it. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, bases loaded, lots of speed on there. Collins, McLaughlin, and Rover. The 2-2 pitch into Jacob Steele from Coronado. Fouled off, hit it hard. 90 miles per hour off his bat, but he was late to it. Range Riders have hit 3 grand slams this year. One of them was hit by Jacob Steele. When he did that, he said he thinks that was the first grand slam he's ever hit in his baseball career, and it was to straightaway center field in Billings. Not an easy place to power a ball out. Outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two pitch in. Missed inside. No challenge coming from RedPocket. And I think he is deflated, Robbie Coronado, that his catcher did not challenge him, because he's staring down either the catcher or the home plate umpire. Chavez knew that that ball missed inside, and I think correctly so. It is called ball 4. If they would have challenged it, it would have been confirmed as ball 4 and an RBI walk for Steele. McLaughlin crosses. It's 5-0 Glacier, and a new pitcher will have to come into the contest here because it's the second mound visit. Robbie Coronado, a less than inspiring performance, as he didn't allow a hit. Clean sheet in the hit column. Problem is, 2 walks and 2 hit by pitches, and his day is done, as a new Mobiles player will be tasked with trying to maintain this game at just 5 runs. It's Ethan Ross stepping out there. Ross will appear for his 2nd straight night. They're just throwing all the same arms that they threw out there last night. And it'll be pretty obvious, I guess, who goes tomorrow, because in theory, presume it is similar, or I mean the arms that are available out of the pen, namely Rozakis, Wyatt Adams, Juan Abreu, and Agnel Miranda. So they're going to have 4 guys on pretty good rest, it seems, unless Ross is somehow exited from this contest. But he's facing 2 lefties to start before he'll face off against Ratfield. Speed on the base paths for Ross to deal with. Collins on 3rd, Rover on 2nd, Steele on 1st. Range Riders have a much needed long inning right now thus far, as again the front office member side of myself is recognizing the fact that we're on a collision course for the sun still being out, and fireworks are always better when the sun is fully set. On the season, Ethan Ross has himself an ERA of 24 with 8 runs against him in 3 innings. .438 opposing batting average against. 5-0 Range Riders lead. And it's time for Alex Fernandez to step up to the plate. No hits this inning, but the Range Riders have plated one. Fernandez breaks this wide open and really puts the Range Riders in the driver's seat with one hit. Infield is in as this one is caught over at third base. Brutal draw of it for Fernandez, who just shot it right to Justin Johnson over there. I was about to question having the infield in, but now as Ashworth steps to the plate, it certainly was the right call there because that was right on the money for Justin Johnson. If he was backed up, it maybe skips in there, and maybe they get a fielder's choice. They got a chance for a double play, but Fernandez is so quick that, I don't know, I would see kind of hard to come by. Or it's maybe caught out of the air, and then his teammates are in a better position to be able to double off somebody because Rover was quite a ways off the second base bag, but nobody was even close to being able to get there in time. The 0-1 pitch. Bluffed the bat, didn't even leave his shoulder that much. No ball, or 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Kyle Ashworth is also an owner of a Grand Slam this season. The only one hit here at Glacier Bank Park by a Range Rider player. Charged up into shallow center field. Infield fly rule was on, and there's 2 outs. Ethan Ross, what a specialty he's brought on, getting the 2 best Range Rider bats out in quick succession. Up comes Donovan Ratfield. Ratfield 0 for 4. Range Rider leader in batting average coming into the day, but has had a rare 0 for day. Certainly could right the ship with a good hit. Or a hit at all. Would probably score 2 with the runners going on the pitch. Ethan Ross, the left-handed pitcher, up against Donnie Rapp. Foul that one off. Count goes to 1-1. Swing and a miss down to an E. Count goes to 1-2. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th inning. Housley ready to go in the bullpen to try and finish off what won't be a save opportunity for him. Due up for the last chance of the RedPocket Mobiles, 9-1-2. Smith, Bishop, and Kaufman. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th inning. The pitch into Donovan Ratfield. Skips in, good block by the catcher Chavez. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fouled off once again by Donovan Ratfield. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th inning. Collins on third, Rover on second, Steele on first. The 2-2 pitch. Scrapes a piece of it. Donovan Ratfield has an uncanny ability to find contact with a baseball. Sometimes you see it when he swings at pitches that aren't necessarily close to the zone. That one, I don't know if I've ever seen contact with a pitch that far off of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, once again with the bases stuffed. Ball 3. Up and away. Ratfield has worked a heck of an at-bat. Shows you why, even on an 0 for 4 night, he is one of the most pesky batters in this league. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The runners are now going on the pitch. The payoff coming home from Ross to Ratfield. Swing and a miss. Range Riders come up empty, and Ross out of the jam. His bullpen countermate, Robbie Coronado, will much appreciate what he just did for him. Houdini to send us to the 9th. 5-0, Range Riders lead. Welcome back in. Connor Housley stepping out to courtesy of the red, white, and blue here on this Independence. He said one night only. Switch out the walk-up song. And give me red, white, and blue. As this one grabbed by Steele. The throw is not in time. The third hit of the day is an infield single by Jonathan Smith. And there is one aboard here in the top of the ninth for the danger in this lineup. Tough go of it there for Housley on the first pitch. Smith using the wheels to beat that out. Up comes Braylon Bishop. Bishop has one of 3 hits today by the RedPocket Mobiles. And bluffed the bat. Did he go? No. Challenge in from Ratfield. He'll lose the challenge. It just barely missed the zone. The ABS has not been the friend of Bishop. And so he shares a laugh with Ratfield saying, okay, once. ABS is working for me. That one also called the ball just high. Count goes to 2-0. Barely missing the zone on those 2 pitches is Housley. Housley on the season has himself a 5.17 ERA. This is his 16th appearance, 1 save for Connor Housley. Pickoff over to first, save. Just didn't get that in time. I thought they had him. Ooh, Nelly. That was close. 5-0 Range Rider lead here. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Brought it in with gas. The swing was gas. And did not make contact. But, oh, man, tried to rip it off. 2 balls and 1 strike now for Bishop. Runner stunts a steal. Ratfield shoots out of his crouch on a swing and a miss. The count goes to 2-2. I'll tell you what, man. You cannot pay me enough money to do what Ratfield has to do. See a swinging instrument right in front of him, shoot up out of his crouch, and then still catch the ball flying at him. Catchers are, there's something wrong with them, man. In the best way possible. 2-2, runners going. Swung on, fouled off. So even in the 9th inning, the RedPocket Mobiles are running the base paths. Two balls, 2 strikes. There's another pickoff attempt allowed by Housley if he wants to do so. Delivered home off the shoe tops of Bishop. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. The 3-2 pitch. Pickoff over to first. No tag needed, as it was not going to be in time. Now Smith over there on first. If he gets back in safely on another pickoff attempt, we'll have second for free. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. He's running, and a foul straight. That one was a close one. With both teams having challenges remaining, any borderline pitch is going to be challenged. Smith thought he had a good jump on that one. Kind of bummed to have to walk back to first once again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, infield single to start this inning. Here's Connor Housley, the pride of Tyrone, Georgia. Fires it in. Swing, and oh, he went. Oh my, yes he did. Umpire confirms what we all knew. Home plate umpire, that is his call to make, and I am very happy that the third base umpire, Michael Goebel, made the right call. He was in no position to see it, let me be clear. But it was the right call because I'm standing over the third baseline, and you could see that swing. I mean, that was almost all the way through. That one is called in the strike zone, apparently, by the home plate umpire. It did not hit the strike zone, but it might have been a swing. So all's well that ends well. 0-1 on Spence Kaufman, who is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Smith over there on first still wants to run. You can tell, and he's going to go run. The throw into second, skips in there and not in time. Stolen base. The first of the season by Smith in his Mobiles debut. Pitch was a ball, so the runner gets into scoring position. Right now for the Mobiles, first goal is to break the shutout. After so many runs put up in Missoula, the crossing of home has been hard to come by in this contest, as well as the Friday night affair between the Range Riders and the Mobiles. 9-4 was the final score of that one. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, top of the 9th inning. Popped it up. Will it stay in play? Fernandez, does he have enough time to get there? Yes, he does. Attempting to tag to third, the throw in, not in time. Oh, Nelly. What a 360 no-scope that would have been for Alex Fernandez. Smith tags up to third base. And the pop out does bring the second out on the scoreboard, 90 feet away from breaking the shutout. Range Riders 1 out away from their first shutout of the season. Jordan Harrison Dudley stands between Glacier and just that. First pitch in. To Harrison Dudley. Call the ball inside. Infield single got Smith to first. Stole second. Tagged up to third on the pop out by Kaufman. The 1-0, 2-out pitch. Swing and a miss by Jordan Harrison Dudley. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the 9th inning in front of a sold-out crowd at Glacier Bank Park. The 1-1 pitch into Harrison Dudley. Swing and a miss, and the Range Riders have the RedPocket Mobiles down to their final strike. 1 strike away from going on to win 11 out of their last 12. If Connor Housley can finish it off. The 1-2, 2-out pitch. Upstairs, count goes to 2-2. Dangerous bat. Jordan Harrison Dudley's never going to give you an easy out. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on third. The pitch in from Housley to Harrison Dudley, fouled off. The Range Riders' pitching performance today has been incredible. Talk about Cole Crescent understanding and matching the moment. He started this game off with 4 shutout innings. He passed it off to Humphreys, who faced just 7 batters in 2 shutout innings, and then Pratt went 6 up, 6 down. Now, Housley trying to finish it off. The 2-2, 2-out pitch from the Range Rider right-hander. Swing and a miss, and the Range Riders win. The first shutout of 2026 is a teamwork effort. Crescent to Humphreys, to Pratt, to Housley, and happy 4th of July and America 250. A swing and a miss from Jordan Harrison Dudley gives the win to the Glacier Range Riders. We got a post-game interview for you as Carson Garner will get the chance to talk to Lauren Hill, our sideline reporter. And then we will very quickly sign off and let the fans here enjoy the fireworks. Unfortunately, we will not be broadcasting the fireworks show post-game. 5-0, the Range Riders win here. Lauren Hill with Carson Garner, one of our stars of this game. As Lauren and Carson, Mr. Garner, the pride of Franklin, Tennessee, will speak to the Flathead faithful. We'll send it down to the field now.
Hello, Range Riders fans. I'm here with third baseman Carson Garner. So you had a reboot night tonight, going 2 for 3. How does it feel winning a game of America's favorite pastime on America's birthday while wearing the Declaration of Independence?
It feels great. You know, I was telling the guys today, so shout out to you guys for making this night so special. It's so much fun.
And yeah, to piggyback.
Shout out to you guys.
How awesome is it to have a fan base to show up and show out every time?
It's awesome. You know, we've been talking about.
Is it to have a fan base to show up and show out every time?
It's awesome. You know, we've been talking about this for weeks, and just to see it happen.
It's cold, guys, just to let you know. All right, last question. I know we've been talking about it for weeks, but how excited are you for the biggest fireworks show that has ever happened at Glacier Bank Park?
I'm super excited. I hope the sun sets here soon, so we'll be able to see it better. But yeah, I mean, it should be fun. You know, hope you guys got some drinks left, and we'll have a good time.
All right, thank you, Carson.
Thank you. God bless.
Carson Garner gets the Gatorade bucket there. There's a lot of different Range Riders that probably deserved to get some to get splashed with a little ice and water. Range Riders get the victory here, 5-0. Winning pitcher, as I wrap this baby up really quickly, winning pitcher will be Ryan Humphreys out of the pen. And for Humphreys, he gets his second professional win. He went 2 scoreless. Shout out Crescent, though, that went 4 scoreless, just not eligible for the win. Davis Pratt with 2 innings pitched, just scoreless baseball and 4 strikeouts. And Connor Housley with 2 strikeouts to finish off the first shutout of 2026 for the Glacier Range Riders. Losing pitcher is Cade Walker, 4 earned runs over 6 innings. Coronado allowed 1. Ross and Coronado, JC Coronado, each had shutout frames. Final score of this one, Range Riders 5 and the RedPocket Mobiles nothing. One look around the league before I bid you adieu. In Modesto, California, final score Oakland 8, Modesto 4. Billings has a comeback going, but I know it might be too much, too little, too late. 18-12, the Great Falls Voyagers are leading the Billings Mustangs right now. In Missoula, Montana, 36 total runs. They're in the top of the 7th. They're going to have plenty of darkness for fireworks by the time that one's done. 24-12, the Missoula Paddleheads are beating the Idaho Falls Chuckers. Long Beach is taking a lead on Yuba Sutter. If they win, they can clinch as early as tomorrow. Ogden leads 11-7 in the bottom of the 7th on the Boise Hawks. And once again, the Range Riders, 5-0 victors on this Saturday night. From all of us here at the Glacier Range Riders, we want to wish you a very, very happy and safe holiday tonight, as well as, of course, tomorrow and however you spend the rest of your Independence Day weekend. We got the series finale at 1:05 p.m. Mountain Time here. The blue jerseys are coming out, so do not miss it because they're going to look spectacular on the field of play. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. I can't tell you, it's my 5th summer being able to spend Independence Day with all of you incredible fans. And whether it's on the road or at home, it is one of the times where I get to pinch myself and realize how lucky I am, one, to be born in a country where we can spend our summer holiday watching one of the greatest games, one of the more fun games to watch, and 2, how lucky I am to be with an organization like the Glacier Range Riders that is putting their fans first consistently, putting us out on YouTube so it's as easy as it can be for our fans to be able to watch, and obviously putting on a great show in stadium here tonight. There's too many people to thank for the show, but Patrick Kelly, our Range Rider communications manager, has put his tail into everything you saw pregame, as well as all of this in-stadium production. A shout out as well to Vicky, who runs our production team over there, as well as Janelle running our broadcast. We got Ashton over there helping with the cameras, Zach, Reed, Ryan Maines, Ryan Krause, our PA announcer Jesse Nelson, Leighton and Avery, of course, also manning down the fort over there. Just an incredible job by everybody that puts this broadcast together. Our post-game interview was Lauren Hill, our sideline reporter, and Tanner is also a big part of all of the visual elements of our team, both in stadium and on social media. For all of us here at the Glacier Range Riders, including back in the HDN studio, Christian Banda, my name is Scott Gladstone. Once again, have a happy and safe 4th of July. Please celebrate safely, and we'll all celebrate together in 365 days. We'll see you tomorrow, however. Before that, next 4th of July comes. Please enjoy the rest of your 4th of July, and stay safe out there. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Range Riders win 5-0.